Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun. Wentz.
Thank you, thank you.
Escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Taken right on the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Alrighty.
Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
See what we have here.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first carry now for Cole. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
nowhere to escape, and he goes
made my
down.
decision too late.
Fletcher
Shit,
Cox.
man.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive
God
coordinator,
damn it, man.
rush like that, I file it away.
Made my
because I'm gonna
decision
use
too
their
fucking late,
aggressiveness
man.
against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Completes
Wow.
it to Samuel. And some room to maneuver.
Wow.
The 20. Touchdown.
Wow.
Packers. Curtis Samuel, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll begin the drive with Howard. He will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Go. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw.
Nobody picked them up. I don't know what your left tackle did, but
it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage,
you got like 80 speed at that. Like so,
they're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was definitely because you lobbed it. That definitely looked like you pressed the wrong.
Covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he will lose yards back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Oh, okay.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
My dude got destroyed on that there.
Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
That wasn't good at all, man. What the fuck, man?
That led to the sack.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it.
Okay, cool.
We visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, 74, 74.
Now Wentz.
You wildin'. You wildin'.
Tipped and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, my goodness, dog.
That one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Hunt. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now up to the 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers.
Oh, my God, man!
He goes down.
God damn it!
Getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage.
Oh, my goodness, man.
That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
All right, man. We just gonna have to figure out something about that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. That right there, a good preview of the matchup we intend to watch closely here in this wild card game.
And it's going to go throughout the game, but let's face it, you just mentioned it, wild card. We're just starting the playoffs. If you didn't run your number 1 guy on their number 1 guy throughout the season, you do it now. The playoffs have begun. Best on best.
You're not getting pressure. Look at this. Wentz out here making s'mores and shit.
Pick up the 25. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now.
Holding, and it don't matter.
Flag down. He goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the delay, it's Howard.
Shit, man. Oh, my God.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Oh, my
I was pretty
goodness.
surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
You got it.
And this is good.
Damn, man.
Running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Rodgers.
What?
Trying to get that to
Oh,
Adams,
my God, man.
Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45.
Who got hurt?
Like
Got it?
Timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Got hurt on that play.
We'll step aside.
Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep. And this
The fuck? How did my matchup end up like that?
Philadelphia.
Whatever.
A big play there. 45
I'm confused on how my matchups ended up like that.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, man, why is my linebacker on CD? When I reset my line.
When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Really? This man got hurt on that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Shoulder strain.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Okay.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oh, my goodness. This is outrageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers.
Press the wrong button, and it's holding.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
On play action, Rodgers.
This is outrageous. This is outrageous.
Second back at the 36. Fletcher Cox. Who else?
Oh, my God, man. This is outrageous.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Wow, what kind of animation is that?
This one is incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
The coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Nowhere to escape.
This is outrageous. This is outrageous.
Fletcher Cox, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on
that's
the
not
spot
good
as
enough,
it sails
but
out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Thank you.
Incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come on, let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
I got you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers.
This is outrageous.
To escape, and he goes down.
This is outrageous.
1:58 left to play.
That's a cut.
We hit
Is
halftime.
single-handedly winning this game.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This one out quickly to Westbrook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got
He caught that.
It's Lamb.
He caught that.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
Too much time. This man.
They'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Running from the gun with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Wentz now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Game? I don't know.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 31, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong
Tony
door
Jefferson
and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Wentz. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they took the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically.
God damn it, man.
Because his quickness often wins the route.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
I knew it was. Oh my God! I could have just maxed the tech.
This offensive line flat out.
I thought I was gonna get enough time there, but
time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Should have maxed the tech.
You gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Samuel, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's put it down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
319, 626.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Hold on. Might as well.
Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Rodgers.
Really?
And Rodgers is
Really?
going to go down. He's sacked.
Abdominal tear. Thank you,
In
Madden.
there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3. Side.
Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
We had
on 3rd down.
no options.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
What is this, Madden?
Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think
What is
in this
this,
situation,
man?
the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on
What
to
is
the
this,
football.
man?
So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
To clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Jeez, man.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The open man is Westbrook.
And
he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll try to run.
Thank you.
Howard. He's not
my goodness. Thank you.
It was blown up in the backfield. 1 quarter remains in this NFC
You're
wild
up.
card matchup. We'll return with more
At your
after
40.
this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins.
Thank you.
And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Switch.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
9 for 20. That is atrocious, man.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 15 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Oh, my
nice
goodness.
Return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
Oh, my God.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches, and they use the term
my goodness, man.
Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go with Howard again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Harrigan been on his shit today.
Like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Let's fucking go, man.
In the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another throw on 2nd down.
Oh, thank you. Gambler was on. Oh, my God.
Was looking for, and it's 3rd
oh,
down.
my God.
He's taking an awful chance with the football right there.
Oh, my God.
You got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there.
I almost threw up. Oh, my goodness.
Like this 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Wow.
3rd down.
Rodgers.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway.
Oh, my goodness. I am so glad Gambler was on. That was the worst throw I made today.
Kept this a
oh, my God.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Oh, shit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Secret Service for linemen, apparently.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Wentz He's going to walk.
Oh my God, he took.
Here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down.
Fucking Giant. That's embarrassing, man. You've been good the whole game.
For the Eagles. 46 yards.
You wild. And he caught that. Oh my God, man.
Put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. They'll take it into the end zone.
Oh my God.
From 4 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something.
Wow, man.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Oh my God, man.
But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. He'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
You're going to ignore you bumping my man.
Big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
Jesus Christ.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Oh my God, man.
Down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Rodgers.
That's the wrong fucking.
Can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage to clock.
I forgot the man's fucking route and shit.
Already at at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. On first down, they run with Howard.
Okay.
They'll get him down as he's
That's what we
inside
doing.
the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Boy.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Man 5-7. 44, Mike, 44.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Fucking go, man!
Over there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's going to...
It's within 2 minutes, man.
Big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh.
Getting into the playoffs
Oh,
is one
my
thing. Now they get
goodness,
to
man.
move on. Just 8
Good game,
teams
man.
left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today.